Hello everybody, I'm coming to you from Riyadh in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and this video is about the traditional incense burners, just kind of like you see here. The name of the traditional incense burner is called Mabkhara. Sorry, I don't know Arabic, but it's right here. It's also called a censer in English, Mabkhara. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Don't you love my high-tech videography? But anyway, this is a very traditional one. There are countless types. This is the most traditional one that you'll see. I don't know about other Middle Eastern countries, but I just know about here in Saudi Arabia. It's got a nice strong base. It's made of wood. It opens up, it kind of fans out so the aroma can come out. Inside in the top you see sheet metal, and it's been burned by all the charcoal that I light. But I bought mine in what's called a souk. And a souk in the Middle East is what you would call a traditional open air market, where you can find a lot of specialty items. So if you want one of these, any souk would have it. I also know that they're available online. The reason that I bought this and started burning incense is because I'm here in the kingdom for a year, and I wanted something, some kind of hobby, some kind of local hobby that would help me appreciate the culture, and also to give me something new to focus on. And it's really fun. Next I want to talk about charcoal, because you need charcoal to burn the incense. And at the souk where I bought the incense burner, I asked for charcoal, and basically they gave me a box of charcoal. It looks like this. I can't read it, but if you can read Arabic, or if you want to take a screenshot. By the way, the incense burner was about 90 Saudi riyals, which is about $25. Basically, right now, $1 US is about 3.75 Saudi riyals. So whenever I talk about riyals, that's kind of like what you can compare it to. 50 riyals is about $13 and so on. So that'll help you gauge the prices. But anyway, this is the charcoal that they sold me in the incense shop. I like this because it's round, it burns slowly, and if you can see, there's an indentation in there. It's not totally flat. I mean, it goes down, so there's like a little cup where you can put the incense, and it does burn very slowly. This cost only about maybe 20 riyals, this whole box here, for maybe, I can't read it, maybe 80 pieces. And then I found this at a supermarket in Riyadh, just a regular supermarket. It's got some English on it, as you can see there. This actually is, I don't think it's as good quality. It burns a lot faster. It is, the same round charcoal that I like. I mean, I like it because it holds the incense, like a cup. But it burns rather quickly. And then there's there's lots of incense. This is just part of it. That's what's great about taking up a new hobby, is there's so much to explore. And I found this at another supermarket in Riyadh. All I can read here is family train, but I I see the little incense burner there, so, and it has some English here. But I had no idea what shape this was or what I was getting until I got home. But I opened it up and I was like, wow, look at this. They look like dominoes. But what I do, I just break it in half like this. It looks like a domino, but it lights fairly easily. I like it because it's nice and flat, so you can easily lay the incense on top. It burns rather slowly. So I'll definitely be going back to get more of this. This was about 20 reals, not bad at all. And then there are some other types. This I found at like a convenience store, gas station type of place. I like this one because of the picture. What does it say? Genie Coco. But I like the picture. I thought that was cool. I was with my Arabic-speaking friend when I bought these. Here's another one. You can, but it showed. This one shows a picture. Basically, it's a cube shape, and it's 1 kilogram, which is pretty heavy. If you can believe it, this is only 10 reals. So that's like $3 or $4 for 1 kilogram of this. And my friend said that it's all natural. It's made of coconut oil, so it doesn't harm the environment. But on the other hand, this is what you're getting. It's basically just it's a cube. And for me, I don't like it because you can't use a lighter to light it. It's just way too thick. So that's the first thing I don't like about this. The second thing is you can't fit a lot of incense on the surface. So what I usually do is put 2 together inside the burner, which is fine. Sometimes I even put 4 in, but 4 is a little much. It makes the burner kind of hot. And then also you can't use a regular lighter for this. It's too thick. So what you have to do is use the stovetop, and you actually, what I do is actually put it on the stovetop. I'm a guy, so for me this is totally normal. And then, how do you handle it? Well, if you have, all you need is a pair of barbecue tongs like this. And so you just turn on the burner, and as it gets hot, you just flip it over, just like a piece of meat, until it gets all grayish. And then you put it in the burner. So it's a little troublesome. So that's another reason I don't like this kind of charcoal. Although it is environmentally friendly and it's extremely cheap, and you get a lot for your money. See, next we'll look at lighters. At the souk, at the place where I bought all my equipment, I call it the starter kit. I needed a lighter, so they gave me this. And it's actually a mini blowtorch. And I was really surprised to get something like this. Jet torch. And everything's in English. And I asked my friend, here it is right here. I asked my friend, well, what happens when the propane or fuel runs out? And he said, no problem. And then they gave me this at the shop. So you just plug this into the bottom of the blowtorch, and it refills the gas or propane or whatever. So it's not dangerous. I mean, basically you push down and see, it just produces a little stream there of fire. I got this at the regular grocery store. It's just your regular Bic lighter. you know, to light candles and so on. Just a regular lighter. This works totally fine. You don't need the blowtorch. Again, if you do get those cube style charcoal bricks, just use the stovetop for that. So now let's light up some incense. So what you do, you just take charcoal, the kind of your choosing, and you just set it inside. I know it's kind of hard to see. There we go. There's the light. And then what you need to do, first of all, is light it. So I'm just going to use my mini torch here, and you just basically make a circle. It's okay. It's not going to blow up or anything, or it's not going to. The sparks don't fly out. Believe me. Usually I wait until it sizzles. I can see the red sizzling. Maybe it's not. I'll give it a little bit more. Okay, and then you can see the edges turn orange. Okay, that's good. What I usually do is blow on it. So now you can see it get all orange. Okay, so now for the incense part. And the name of the incense, the kind that I use is called Bakhoor. And that's a kind of traditional incense, Bakhoor. This is what I use. It's inexpensive. One jar is about 60 riyals, so about $15. There is a more traditional oud, which is spelled like this in English. And these are actually wood chips that have been dipped in aromatic oils. And this is very expensive. A few grams of this would end up costing you, wow, upwards to about $100. I've tried it. All it tastes like is just burning wood. So instead, I buy this jar. It's only 60 riyals, but anyway, here's what it looks like if you want to take a screenshot. There's all different kinds of aromas, all different kinds of jars that you can buy. This is the one that my Arabic-speaking friend recommended. And let me just open up. Just a moment, let me open up the jar. Okay, so it's just, it's like a wet, powdery, sticky substance. And there's all different types. There's some that's dry, like dry flakes. This is more sticky, like resin type. And all you do is just take a pinch, or that's what I do. And all you do is just put it on top of the charcoal. And then you'll see the smoke start wafting out. Let me put some more in. Okay, and there we go. You can see the smoke. And this smells really, really good. Very nice fragrance, like perfume. You can see the smoke. And don't worry, this does not set off fire alarms or smoke alarms. And this is cool. This is what the Saudis did back in the old days. And this is what I do. Like if I'm in the kitchen preparing a meal or on the computer, you know, I carry it, I set it in with me. If I want to go to the bedroom, all I do is just pick it up and carry it like a lantern into the bedroom or into the living room or wherever I want to go. So it smells really, really good. But there are countless types of incense. There's countless types of the wood chips. This is another type of incense. I haven't really tried it a whole lot, but my My friend recommended it. This one is 42 riyals, but here it is if you want to take a screenshot. And I like this because it looks interesting. They're just like little crystals, and they're just little crystals, yellowish, and these have a very, very sweet citrusy smell. But since I burn the other incense so often, I would probably have to air out my apartment before I could really enjoy this one. So as you can see, it's burning. You can see the smoke, and the smell is just wonderful. It's always good to keep. What I do, I keep a pan halfway filled with water just in my kitchen at all times. So when this burns out, this charcoal, then all I do is just dump the entire thing into the water, to let it cool off. And then I can put new charcoal and everything. So anyway, this is about it. What I've shown you is basically the starter kit. You can buy all this online. I showed you the words in Arabic, or you can just Google them. But there are countless types of burners, countless types of incense. Lots of different kinds of charcoal that you could use that we saw. Different lighters even. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helps you, and I hope you can really explore the fun of traditional incense burning. So from Riyadh in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, goodbye.